Welcome to REMelations. We're your hosts. I'm Mindy.
And I'm Brooke.
REMelations is a dream interpretation podcast where we read listeners' dreams. From nightmares to the just plain bizarre, join us as we give you our comedic interpretation of your fucked up REM cycle. This week, we're sharing a dream from Lena that has to do with faceless photos, blizzard twins, and spider grannies.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. We've also got some great catnaps talking about dreaming in music, pirate radio, and of course, controlling the elements.
Fire, ice, fire, ice.
Fire, ice, fire, ice, fire, ice.
All right, bestie. Turn up your pirate radio and let's get started.
Woo!
Let's check your settings, Mike.
Yeah, so I had like a double ear infection.
Ooh,
So
ding, ding, ding. You won at the doctor's office.
I stood up and I was like,
Oh.
whoa. Like, I just thought it was like sinus pressure, but it's obviously all there. But I stood up and I was
that's
like,
Bambus. Yeah.
my equilibrium was like totally off. I was like,
for sure.
oh
That
boy,
explains
oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
And I have nothing but stairs in my place. I'm like, here we go. Let's get
Okay, hold on to the railing.
Yes, I
Old
did.
lady, you.
One step at a time. Ugh.
One step. Bring your cane.
I
get
should borrow
some,
my dad's cane. He's not
there you
using
go.
it anymore. Look at him
Perfect.
cruising right along. Love it.
Can you, did you get some antibiotics? Did you get the good pink stuff you got as a kid?
Oh, that stuff tasted good.
You should ask for that instead. Be like, can I just have like the kid
I don't
bubblegum
want
flavor
pills,
stuff?
please. I just want the pink.
I think you can
liquid
ask for it,
deliciousness.
honestly.
Really? And do you remember like the spoon you would use? It was like a tubular spoon that
like a
measured and
tube
you were
with
like
a little lip on it.
right with a little spoon at the end.
The only medicine when I'd ask my mom, like, can I take it again? Is it time to take it again?
I know.
I was the worst medicine. I'm still the worst medicine taker. I hate taking medicine, but
Yeah. But
You
that
got
tasted
to.
good.
it's delicious. You know what else is delicious? No, it's not. It's terrifying is the dream I have to start with today. It's deliciously terrifying.
Oh.
This dream from Lena.
Okay, Lena.
I'm sorry. This is not a great one. This is kind of scary.
Okay.
Check your content warnings in the show notes. Ready.
Okay. I'm just strapping in because
Okay.
I see the look on your face.
That's all you
and
can
I'm
do.
Okay.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dream I'm sharing that my daughter had when she was about 10 years old.
Okay. So this is her daughter's dream, not Lena's
Correct.
dream. Okay.
Right. She wakes up to find that she is in her own bedroom. So fake wakes in her own room.
Okay.
Everything is exactly as it truly is, except for the addition of a red door. The red door is on the furthest wall away from her bed. Out of curiosity, she walks up to the door. What do you do, Brooke?
You have to walk up to the door, right?
You-
Everything would tell me, that can't be good. I've never seen
you're
that there before, but
You're
I'd be
still
like,
going to do it.
I'm still going to do it.
She opens the door and sees a long, dark stairway leading to a dimly lit hallway. When she descends the stairs, she realizes that she is in someone's home. The floors are entirely covered in a thick red carpet.
Sexy.
And the walls are a dark wood paneling.
Oh, wood
This
paneling on the walls. This house is a love shack.
It is like turn of the century, gorgeous, rich colors, Victorian. I'm picturing the redstone.
Oh, it could be. It could be.
Could be. And I have so many dreams with wood paneling, so interesting a 10-year-old would pick out wood paneling for a dream.
Right.
Okay.
Interesting choice.
There are pictures hanging on the walls of the people who lived here, but she cannot see their faces.
Ooh.
It's like,
creepy.
no. She then sees me, her mom, laying on a pool of blood in the middle of the hallway floor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A 10-year-old,
Face.
and then she tells this to her mom? That's pretty brave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right? Mom, I had a dream you died.
But not
Can you
just
make me some
died.
pancakes?
Like, I don't know what happened, but you were in a pool of blood.
Not good. It's not natural causes. I'm just throwing it out there.
Can I
Just
have some
guessing.
Rice Krispies?
And then the whole faceless picture. Okay. Anyways, we'll get to that in the analysis. Something unseen pulls her to keep walking.
Ooh.
Off the hallway to her left is a living room. The living room itself smells like her grandmother. Menthol cigarettes and patchouli.
Oh, her grandma was a hippie who smoked menthols?
Yes. I bet she had like gorgeous long hair.
Oh,
like
I bet she had dreads. I bet she had cool ass dreads. And
definite tie-dye. Tie-dye moo.
Yeah.
Yes. Grams.
I know that lady. She's cool AF.
She always walks barefoot. Never finds shoes on her feet.
That's the dream.
Best.
Right?
I know.
I mean, I know you don't like feet, but like, I'll kick my shoes off.
I love being barefoot.
I will kick my shoes off anywhere and like, let's walk in the sand. Let's walk on the grass.
On an airplane, Brooke, are you the take your shoes off on an airplane type person?
Let me ask you first, because I doubt that you are.
No, I'm keeping my shoes on an airplane for sure. I mean, I've never flown internationally or anything longer than, say, like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, well, that does make a difference.
It makes a difference.
I will have to come clean. I am one of those disgusting humans that is rude in public with bare feet when it comes to a plane. Like, I won't walk to the bathroom.
Fair.
Like, I would not ever walk in the aisles or to the bathroom without my shoes on.
But
like,
your seat.
At my seat, I might take them off and put my feet on top of them, just to like...
Yeah. Wiggle your toes.
Wiggle them. Yeah, I mean,
especially on long
plane
flights.
For like 13 hours or 20 hours. Come on, people.
You might as well take your shoes off and your bra.
Mindy, you have just introduced me to the new way I'm going to travel from now on. I've never thought braless. I don't know why.
Travel tips.
I'm going braless next trip. Next long trip. I mean, if I have a 30-minute flight to Chicago, I think I'll be okay. That's much. But
menthol grandma is definitely going braless.
Oh, she's never worn a bra in her life.
Not since the 60s, darling.
God bless her.
Okay. Well, getting back to Lena's dream, grandma, menthol, cigarettes, and patchouli. So it kind of just reminds her of her grandmother's smell.
Okay.
The room is fully furnished, and there is an old woman, not her grandmother, sitting quietly, perfectly still on the couch. My daughter cannot see her face, just like the pictures, and the woman does not acknowledge her presence.
Eek.
She tries to speak to the old woman, but her mouth will not move. She's like, Rice Krispies. Oh, Nikki, damn it. I'm just hungry.
I just want some Rice Krispies, please.
At that moment, there is a knock on the door.
Oh, boy,
Brooke,
Mindy.
do you open this door?
Well, yes. I'd be like, hello.
Door number 1, you found your dead mother. Door number 2?
But this is like the front door?
Yes, I would say it's the front door.
I would say I would be horrified, but like it's the front door. It's been there. It's not like this new red door that I experienced.
True.
So I'm like, I'd go, who is it, please?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Are you a bad guy? Please let me know ahead of time.
Well, I'm going to let you know what happened.
Oh, no.
Okay. The old woman gets up and floats. Her feet do not move, but they do slide across the ground. And she moves past my daughter, continuing not to notice the intruder of my daughter in her home. The door opens on its own once the old woman is a foot away from it. Outside, there is a severe blizzard causing whiteout conditions.
Not good.
Shut the door, it's cold.
It's cold, the snow's getting in.
The only thing my daughter can see are 2 little girls.
Outside? Oh, no.
The girls look to be about 8 years old with long black hair. They are not dressed for the blizzard, and they appear barefoot.
Oh, no, this is not the right time to go barefoot.
Plains, Brooke says fine. Blizzard conditions, put on some shoes.
But here's the thing. I know people are going to give me flack for this because it's like one of the most...
you can't let it go yet.
No, I can't. It's one of the most hated things people do in public is take their shoes off on planes. But I'm not sticking my feet like through the armrests of the other chairs like in front of me like I've seen people do.
Disgusting.
I keep my feet under the seat in front of me.
I would be hitting that call light if someone put their bare ass feet on my armrests.
I would take like a
I'd be like, you need to move me. I'm not sitting here. I'll take the jump seat.
Mindy's gonna be like sitting on the pilot's lap.
Can I train to be a flight attendant instead of?
Let me start my training immediately.
I'll pour the coffee. All right. So 2 little girls, about 8 years old, blizzard, bare feet, long black hair. Mm-hmm. They're also wearing matching knee-length floral dresses. Also not great for a blizzard.
No.
The old woman turns around and begins floating back down the hall as the 2 girls follow her.
Are they floating or they're just walking?
I think they're walking. It's just menthol grandma.
Just menthol grandma. Hippie grandma's floating. No one else.
Hippie Graham. For the first time, my daughter is acknowledged as the girls tell her to follow. So, Brooke, do you follow the creepy little girls with bare
Not
feet?
after reading The Shining, I wouldn't.
Right.
I'd say, no thanks, girls. You go on ahead. I'm just going to stay here.
My daughter does not move, yet she ends up where the girls wanted her to go.
Oh.
At the other end of the hallway, there's another door.
Oh, no. Is it red?
The door opens to a bedroom with floral wallpaper matching the children's dresses.
Ooh.
It's dark inside the bedroom with no windows and no lights. There are 3 small beds with portraits hanging above each bed showing the person the bed belongs to. One for each little girl and the central bed for my daughter.
Oh, no. I don't like this.
I don't want this sleepover. I'm good.
No. She shouldn't have a bed dedicated to her. Like, what is...
In a house that she doesn't know? Yeah, no. How'd she get her picture? Did you print it out like Walmart, Costco, like a quick 24-hour quick?
It cost like 24 cents for one print.
Yeah. No, but I see it as an oval frame. Like definitely an oval gold frame.
Wow.
Yeah.
In like sepia?
It's funny you say sepia because I say sepia.
Oh, do you?
But
Maybe
yes,
it is
I know
sepia. Sepia?
I think there's some controversy in the photography world. But yes, definitely in the sepia.
I'll say sepia from now on. You just keep reminding me.
Sure,
and I'll learn
it comes up so often.
You got to hit me on the nose with a newspaper. Sepia. Okay.
Suddenly, all 3 girls are tucked into bed, all wearing matching nightgowns. The old woman floats to each girl, including my daughter, and plants a kiss on their foreheads.
Okay, well, that's kind of sweet, hippie grandma.
It's just kind of creepy. She's floating.
Yeah, I'm just trying to ignore that part.
Right. Once the old lady leaves the room, the little girls turn to my daughter and tell her to be good.
Oh.
They shush her and lay down to sleep. My daughter tries to get out of bed but finds she's strapped to the mattress.
Oh.
She tries to scream for help but once again cannot open her mouth. The girls wake up to firmly shush and growl at her trying to make noise.
What?
Okay, I don't like the... shush? Okay, fine.
Okay.
Growls? No.
Oh my God, no.
As she tries to wiggle out of her restraints, she hears a tapping sound on the door. The girls whisper repeatedly, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." But she cannot look away nor close her eyes.
God, Mindy.
The door slowly creaks open, and the light from the hall enters the room. She sees the old woman standing in the doorway. Suddenly, she can see her face.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm terrified.
The woman's mouth is fixed into a wide grin.
Nope.
Too wide to be humanly possible.
I'm out. I'm sprinting out the door at this point into the blizzard.
You're strapped down. You're strapped down.
Shoot.
The corners of her mouth look to be cut. Her eyes are entirely white with veins throughout, as if they've rolled back into the old lady's head.
Oh, no.
Oh, it gets worse. The woman's skin is so wrinkly and saggy, it folds over itself and has cuts throughout, which drip a consistent stream of fresh blood.
Oh, God, that is nasty. That is really gross.
That is really gross. My daughter begins to cry, but she is frozen in fear. The girls giggle and begin repeating, Told you. Told you. Told you.
God. Those little bitches.
Those little matching blizzard bitches.
Blizzard bitches. Title of the episode. Blizzard bitches.
Suddenly, the old woman's body begins floating towards the ceiling and into the room.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think this can do you think this can get any worse?
Well, I have a feeling because you said that it's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already not comfortable even a little bit, so let's bring it on.
At this moment, my daughter notices the back half of the old woman is a giant black spider. Interestingly, the spider half does walk like you'd expect a spider to, but the human body parts are like puppets.
So
it's like
is she like
spider
split
woman.
in half? Like, so is she walking on her back like a spider, or she's floating upright with a spider on her back?
Maybe she's not really floating. Maybe it's all like a complex thing of cobweb spins.
Oh, well, there you go.
Figured it out.
All figured out.
The little girls rise from their beds, and my daughter realizes they have the same exact spider features as the old woman. She's surrounded. From the wide grin and the bleeding face to the half spider, all matching.
Oh.
The creatures lunge at her and begin consume. Okay.
Oh!
We're almost done here.
Pause!
We're almost done.
Pause!
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, shit, I'm scared.
The creatures lunge at her and begin consuming her flesh, tearing it off in strips. The little girls once again warn her to be good. And suddenly, she's able to scream. Screaming seemingly causes her to wake. Once she moves in her dreams or screams, she is free from the nightmare.
Oh, my God.
Just one more thing to wrap it up. I managed to wake her up at this point, and this is where the dream ended. She had the same dream repeatedly for about a week after.
Oh.
However, as she is now aware of what would happen in the dream, she would fight to wake as soon as she saw the red door, but never got any further than my own death scene.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay,
Well,
first.
That's good. I mean,
First, can I say that this mom has captured her daughter's dream. I mean, I can't say this, but it sounds perfectly. Like her daughter actually described this dream. She didn't write it down. So the mom remembered all the details and probably asked her daughter, hey, what happened after that?
Yeah, what happened next?
But the mom presented it in such a clear way, like even though it's her daughter's dream. And I think that was really great because that means the daughter is sharing her dreams and the mom is talking to her about dreams, and it's obviously a household that knows how important dreams are and how to pay attention to them. So that part at least made me feel good. The rest, not so much.
Not great. Not great. I gave you a warning. I gave you the warning in the beginning.
Did. Fair enough.
And it did follow through with that warning.
Yes.
Yeah, that's terrifying. And then the fact that she repeated it for a week, but it never got to like the spider bitch twins, blizzard bitch twins ever again. It just kind of stopped at mom's death. So that's progress.
It is
Although as a mom,
but then
I'd be kind of freaked out.
Why did it stop after a week? What happened?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe, like you said, maybe it's conversation that she was having with her daughter, like this is what it could mean, or dreams try to tell us something, and maybe that
I would hope so. I would hope that is like mom helps her make a resolution, not judging that this was a dream. Like,
absolutely.
It was obviously upsetting to her daughter enough to tell her.
Yeah.
And for the mom to write it down. So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started. Here we go. I've got, starting with first of all, there's lots of doors. Like closed doors, open doors. And it starts with that red door. Yes. That red door. It starts off in a very familiar place, her own bedroom. It's like she fake wakes in her own bedroom. But something's off. Something's off, and that's that red door. Doors typically mean opportunities if you open it, and like you said, you have to see what's behind it.
You do.
You have to see if something's weird in your room, you're going to go check it out.
It's the premise of almost every game show. What else?
What's behind
this door? Or do you want to just keep doing this? Or do you want to see? It's like we can't help ourselves as humans.
It's really like curiosity killed the mom in this scenario.
The curiosity killed the mom for sure.
Yeah, because you open the door and then mom's laying in the hallway dead, which a bummer.
Yeah.
But let's talk about red. We talked about red before, but there's a couple things that are red in here. Not just the red door, but she also mentioned the very descriptive red carpet, the dark colors and the paneling, the red blood. Red,
and even
again,
like the floral wallpaper, like later on, like it's so just very specific. Dated looking.
Very
place.
dated. And the red symbolizes something you need to pay attention to. And this, it can be danger or it can be passion. And this, I definitely think it's kind of like a pay attention type color call out here. But you mentioned the house decor, which I also wrote down as very descriptive.
Oh, yeah, totally.
For a 10-year-old to be like, there was wallpaper and red.
Oh, yeah.
But
I was impressed.
Paneling.
I kept having to remind myself, this is a 10-year-old's dream.
Yes.
Like, this is a 10-year-old's dream. Like, it was kind of so overwhelmingly descriptive for a 10-year-old. Yeah. Like, I was very impressed.
And she's probably a very creative kid because she can describe it so much. So you just think, like, this kid's like a little...
sensitive.
Genius, sweetie baby.
A sensitive genius baby.
Genius, yes. But I don't like the style of this house. It's kind of like a turn off, this idea of mid-century haunted with the smell of cigarettes and patchouli.
Menthol cigarettes.
Menthol. Very specific.
They're healthier for you because they keep your breath fresh.
Sure. This is not an ad to smoke, folks.
Do you know that's what people thought, though, when menthol cigarettes came out?
It's like, crazy, yes.
It's got to be healthier for you. It's minty.
It's recommended by 8 out of 10 doctors. The other thing that she mentioned about the house was it was always dimly lit, and this hallway there where she finds her mom dead has pictures. There's actually a couple times we mentioned picture frames.
Oh, yeah, the faceless pictures.
The faceless pictures. And then the old lady was also faceless. You have to think that she's in 5th grade, probably about 5th grade. So, and I don't know about you, but I hated 5th grade. It was not a great year for me.
That was very specific. 5th grade in particular?
Well, I mean, most like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, probably. Until I met you. I think 4th was fine, but at 5th,
4th was fine, and then Mindy didn't find happiness again until she met me freshman year.
Right, that's totally it. I mean, okay, picture me. I've got like short, permed hair.
Awesome.
So cool.
Glasses.
I had like huge Coke bottle. Clear plastic. Now, clear plastic glasses are back in, which I do not understand because I was very traumatic for a 10-year-old me to have looking back.
But now they're popular.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to ever wear them again because
I know how you
80s.
feel. I'm like, nope, I can't do that again.
Nope, my daughter has them. I'm like, okay.
Good job,
you're fashionable.
honey.
But me, nope. What about you, Brooke? What was 10-year-old Brooke like? Was it a good year?
Mindy, I would like to answer this, but I would also like for you to guess maybe what 10-year-old Brooke was like.
You really like dolphins. You probably had your Lisa
life.
Frank folders. And I mean, I see you. I'm going to say it was shitty like mine, but I don't know.
Actually, no.
No? Damn it.
I mean, knock on wood.
That was my first.
I never had issues in school, which is weird. But I wasn't a fan of school. Like, now I am. Like, I love learning about stuff now, but forced to learn it, not so much. But I was a good student, whether I liked learning or not. Yeah. 4th, 5th grade, I can't think of anything that terrible. I
don't know. I mean, so we don't know what 10-year-old... daughter here, what her 5th grade experience is. But, it can be hard because I was thinking about what faceless photos might mean. And, it's like a lack of identity, really.
Mm-hmm. And that's definitely something you're trying to figure out your whole adolescence going into your teen years. Who am I?
Up until like, 9, 10, like you're just a child. Like you get away with stuff. Once you become like 10 years old, you're kind of expected to be, a little more mature. Like,
double digits.
You understand you have homework.
You're double digits now, baby. You got to be responsible.
10 whole digits. 2 full hands. So was it that it was just she wasn't sure between kind of that young childhood and the middle school age? Is a transition, for sure.
It is, big time.
All right. Grandma doesn't notice her, which I think is also ties into the idea of lack of identity. At that age, you're just trying to figure out, a little bit about who you are.
Bit. Like, who am I? Where do I belong?
You don't want to play with kid toys anymore, maybe. You're maybe putting the Barbies away at 10, but, you're not really into the whole makeup
deodorant,
scene yet.
Like maybe.
Hopefully. Yeah. Is it time to start shaving your legs? I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Everyone's different. Let's take a whiff of that arm. Yep, we're going to buy you some. We're going to buy you some
Teen
deodorant
Spirit.
Tomorrow. Teen Spirit.
So then we have another door. We're talking about the blizzard, like the outside.
Oh my God, I forgot about the blizzard.
It's harsh. Like the conditions are harsh, and blizzards are typically not good omens in dreams. Just harsh conditions in general, and especially that those two little girls weren't prepared for where they were. They're outside
in skirts in a blizzard.
Yeah, but I also think they might not be alive or human, so maybe it's okay. I'm not.
I wasn't worried about them, to tell you the truth, because I didn't think they were maybe on the up and up. From the beginning, from when you introduced them, I'm like, this can't be good. These girls are probably fine in the snow, but it does draw your attention to the fact that, hey, what does it mean when you're exposed in an environment you can't control? And I just feel like it's just more of the daughter feeling exposed to so many different stimuli, and that's what happens at that age.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the girls talk to her. She's finally acknowledged. And it was by a peer, someone like similar to her age. They were 8. And they entice her to follow them. Or she doesn't want to, but she magically appears in this bedroom, which is even more creepy. Like, the slumber party with Grandma and the blizzard bitches. And
they kind of
I realize I'm calling 8-year-olds bitches, but they're ghosts. But so they're not okay people.
They're not human, so it's okay.
Yeah. All right, okay. The bedroom, creepy. Also the fact that they're trying to assimilate. Like, they're all in matching pajamas. They all have their picture. I picture it very...
And their beds are lined up. Yeah. Like,
Does she feel like one... in like a cog in the wheel, right? It's like a brick in the wall, so to say. Like the same thing. Like all these girls are the same. Mm-hmm. She's trying to find her identity or her uniqueness. That's what the age you start figuring out, like things that you like. You don't have to like everything your friends like. You don't have to share everything. It's just finding your own individuality. The creepy thing is what the kids are telling you to be quiet and kind of like assimilate. And this is how you act. And if you act out, bad things are going to happen.
And
they do.
Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy do they.
So I was trying to get a warning. Yeah.
It's almost like goading, like, hey, we're here on your side. You should be careful because of the bad side. Bad side happens, but then the girls are like, show themselves as kind of being part of the bad side. So it was like she was just
kind of being tricked.
Yeah, she's being tricked. She was being tricked is what it was. Yeah, exactly.
And the only thing she wants to do is get away, and she realizes it's not a great situation, which is great because you have to have that awareness.
She went with the girl. She said no, but she ended up there.
I think that brings up an interesting point is because this dream is recurring, at least it was for a week, that she did kind of learn from that first dream. Like, I'm not going to open that door. I'm not going to go down that hallway. So she did learn from that dream experience, which is what you kind of can hope for.
Which is pretty impressive for a 10-year-old. Just saying.
I'm going to touch briefly on spiders because we talked about them before, but spiders just mean anxiety and fear in your waking life. It often just brings up a fear, and especially when you're a child, like my kids, will scream and call me and text and FaceTime me from their bedroom, be like, there's a spider in my room, there's a spider in my room. And I'll go up there and it's like, I don't like spiders, but I'm like a house spider that's the size of like...
less than a dime.
A dime? I'm like, okay. I can handle it.
Anything bigger, call Mark.
You know what? The best thing I ever decided seen to do is just grab the vacuum. Just suck them back up. You don't even have to get close and touch them.
Wow.
Right up with my Dyson. Yeah, gone.
Get that Dyson out and suck up those spideys.
I will say, I'm going to make a new... Dyson can sponsor the podcast, and I will tell them how great their vacuum is for sucking up spideys.
It's great. Dyson has, just their typical model. Then they have like the pet model. Now they're going to have the spider model.
Love it. Yes, I agree. It should definitely be marketed. I'm not saying I'm a marketing genius, Dyson.
Yeah, you are.
I think that's something we can talk about.
Yes.
If only her sweet daughter had a vacuum, she might have been saved.
She might have.
But again, recurring, she learned kind of from opening that door that, maybe we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't always chase after things that intrigue us because bad things can be out there.
Easier said than done, Mindy. We are human after all.
We are. But thank you, Lena, for writing that in and for your daughter for sharing that. It's awesome that you have that bond where we can do that.
Agreed.
So
very much
love it.
agreed.
Thank you.
Yay.
Keep dreaming and keep sending them in.
Yes. Thank you, Lena, so much for that great dream. Lena submitted a dream, and that is awesome. And there are many ways you can support the show. All you have to go is to REMelations.com/support. You can look at our merch. Holla!
What?
Yes, it's lots of good stuff there. Just have fun, You can join our sleepover squad, which, if you're cool, you'll want to, because Mindy and I have just decided to rock really cool hairdos, mall bangs, and if you want to see that, you got to be part of the cool club, sleepover squad. So lots of ways to support the show, but just listening is great, and thank you so much for being part of our besties.
Bestie, it is that time of the day where we're getting into catnaps. If you don't know what catnaps are, it's a quick little back and forth. We read listeners' dreams. We don't analyze them. We just get through a bunch of them as humanly possible. And so you want to stick around for this? Because here we go.
Would you like me to start, Mindy?
I would love it.
This one I thought was just kind of so beautiful in a weird way.
We need something beautiful.
Well, you'll understand when I say it.
Okay.
This is Jackson from Cave Creek. It's common that when I'm entering a dream state and come back out, I can remember hearing songs. In fact, the reason I can actually come back to an awoken state is because I find those songs so intriguing.
Interesting.
I don't think I've heard any of those songs before, nor I think they've been repeated between them. There is so much variety in instruments and composition between songs. I just wish I could remember them better, or knew musical theory to try to write them.
I wonder if he's like Mozart reincarnated.
Right? Like this person just has all this information but has no idea how to put it like on paper to make it happen.
Amazing, right?
Can't play the piano or can't play an instrument or can't write the music. Oh, it must be so frustrating.
Frustrating, yeah.
Sometimes I just hear strange noises or fascinating audio in general, but songs are the most interesting, enough to stop me from sleeping and be semi-remembered. So I would love for Jackson to be able to...
Just hum it. Just hum it to us and send it in an audio file. We'll share it.
Someone will be able to
famous.
put that to music for you, Jackson. We will support you. We have faith in your musical abilities.
It's so funny that you mentioned that dream because this morning I woke up with a song in my head from my dream.
Do you remember it?
Oh, I remember it very specifically.
Are you going to sing
and
it?
You're going to die. I'm not going to sing it.
Why? It's a song.
Because I can't sing it. I can't sing it like the singer does, Brooke.
Okay.
Because it's Steven Tyler.
It's Steven Tyler.
I had the song Jaded, which is totally random.
Oh my
totally
God.
Random.
That's a
Aerosmith
Just
song.
Push Play, isn't it? From like the turn of the century? Yes.
Like, why was that?
Jaded. Oh, I like
it. Was in my, I woke up, that song stuck in my head. So I think we're just going to have to ask Mr. Tyler a question here.
What?
Hashtag.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that.
Hashtag.
What does Steven Tyler dream? Oh,
was he dreaming of me? Because I was dreaming of him.
My kingdom for a dream.
It wasn't even that he was in my dream. It was just the song, but his voice.
But that is a strange.
I don't know.
Of all the Aerosmith songs, Jaded.
All the songs of all songs.
I feel like not many people know Jaded. Like, I mean, I'm an Aerosmith fan, so yeah, I do. But like,
I can't even recall the last time I heard it in just. Yeah, on the radio.
So why was it in your head?
Like, why was that song in my head? I don't know. Maybe I'm a little jaded. Maybe my hair's too big. But Steven, Mr. Tyler, Yes, let us know. Do you dream of songs? I wonder if Steven Tyler dreams of songs. I mean, we've heard of a couple of musicians who write songs from their dreams, so I wonder if he's one of them.
Yeah, I'm curious.
We gotta know. Gotta know.
Please, get back to us.
Press
ASAP.
play and let us know.
Okay, so this is a very short one.
Oh, wait. My turn. Bitch.
Wait, didn't you just read the Steven Tyler one?
No, that wasn't a dream. I was just telling you a story. Just cutting my line.
Damn it, I can't write that down then.
Get back.
Get back.
Just kidding. All right. I do have a short one. I have a short one here from Tim from Portland, Oregon. I dreamed there was a door at the back of our pantry that went down to another apartment where a family was running a pirate radio station.
Ooh.
Also, the floor was flooded and you had to walk on planks.
Like
so I wasn't sure if it was like pirate radio.
Like pirates?
Or like our pirate radio.
We think it's just pirate radio, and then he's like, I had to walk the plank, and then he gets down to the radio station, and they're like, arr, matey.
Welcome to our
pirate radio.
The bottom of broadcasting live from the bottom of Davy Jones' locker.
Okay.
All right, darling, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I have a really short one, so I thought maybe I would just do two real quick.
Allowed.
Thank you. This is Leslie, and she's from Hartford. Holla, Hartford. That's where my mom and dad met, where my brother was.
Oh, really?
B-O-R-N. Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Family ties.
I had a dream of eating a tasty dessert served in a martini glass.
Oh, love it.
And the glass was edible, too.
It's like we're in the Willy Wonka world.
I know.
Even
like,
eat the
where are we? I want it. It was vaguely reminiscent of dates. Do you like dates, Mindy? I like dates.
Not bacon wrapped.
What about in a dessert martini?
Nope.
What if a martini glasses tasted like dates?
Only if there's bacon.
Okay,
I like
bacon.
No bacon wrapped dates. That's it.
But she said, so I bought dates. I was really trying to recreate the taste when I woke up.
Interesting.
So thank you, Leslie.
Delish. Cheated.
I love it. Okay. So this is Gretchen from Pittsburgh, the Vicksburgs from Pittsburgh. I knew you would love it. Had a dream where I was sitting in a dark office and reality felt really altered and strange. And there was just a fish tank illuminating the room.
Lovely.
And then this fucking fish looked at me and grinned with human teeth, and in this super deep voice said, "You've been here a while. Better wake up before you forget how."
Oh,
and I fucking
creepy.
woke up in a cold sweat.
I don't want talking fish with human teeth. Like,
I don't
or
like
any
it
teeth
either.
for that matter.
Anything that has human teeth other than humans is creepy, because we have like such like, for the most part, you know, like a straight rectangular tooth, a straight jawline. Like other animals have like canines that come out, or little fang, you know, like different ups and downs of teeth. Not us. Not us.
Okay. This next one I have is from our bestie, Abby, from Kaysville, Utah. And she always puts Abby, ABI, with a little smiley face.
I love it.
Abigail or Abby.
I love it.
Okay. In my dream, I was playing a game. Well, sort of. It was like I was in the game, but I was controlling it from the third-person view. I usually have a third-person view of what's going on in my dream. So a third-person dreamer.
That's like me.
You know what's funny? Because when we were at our live show, we did ask the audience who dreams in first and who dreams in third. And there was a decent amount of people who dreamt in third person.
Yeah, I was surprised because I feel like most people dream in first person. But as me, I'm like, I feel like I'm always watching something. And it did seem like there was a lot of people that have that same gift.
Same gift. The game was similar to Genshin, which I had looked up. It's like a Japanese, I think, video game.
Okay.
The game had lots of adventuring out in the wild, and I got to choose who was on my team. And everyone on my team had elemental powers, including me. Very cool. There was a certain character that my dad and I both had. This character was special because it could switch between controlling the fire element and the water element.
Ooh.
That seems like a double threat.
I wouldn't be fucking with this person, that's for sure.
She's like, hot, hot, shh, put it out. Hot, hot, shh. There's so much you can do. Can you turn it to ice?
Can you do that again?
Is there also?
Hot, hot, shh. Hot, hot, shh.
Exactly. Elemental powers. So they could switch between elements. The change between elements would be gradual, and the character's physique and even their gender would change with the elements.
Ooh.
The fire side was more powerful, but had less life, and it wasn't easy to control. While the water side was still powerful, but couldn't deal damage as quickly, and she was often more calm-tempered. She wrote, so sexist, I know. With some emojis.
I'm sorry, it's water. You're going to be more relaxed, just saying.
We're Virgos. We love the water.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was trying to tell my dad that the water character was better and that the character liked being in water because she didn't get hurt as much. Then there was a scene change.
Of course.
I was suddenly in a huge group of people. All of us were trying to practice our powers under the full moonlight. The moon had little pieces of it falling from the sky because a meteor hit it. But unrealistically, the pieces were very small and all were falling in the backyard of my grandma's house.
All of them? Just in your grandma's
the whole moon just raining down on grandma's backyard.
Damn it, that sucks.
But there were little pieces, so it's not like if a meteor really did hit the moon.
I feel like a little piece falling from space is still going to be a goddamn giant piece when it hits the Earth.
I'm thinking like moonlit dust particles.
I'm thinking like something exploded in the sky and then the debris is just falling on us freely.
Well, Abby doesn't seem too concerned. So
I guess not.
The group I was in wanted me to use my fire power to cut through a piece of rock by melting it with my hands.
Do it.
I was super nervous to do this, but for some reason, almost like the fire powers would hurt me somehow. And then she goes, I honestly don't understand my dreams either.
That's okay, honey. That's okay.
So I decided that I didn't want to try this anymore, and I went inside for some alone time. I was super upset.
I'm sorry. I love that she didn't try to exit the dream, even though she's very, much aware. But she just went inside for some alone time. She's like, not quite ready to abandon this dream, but I just need some alone time.
I need to regroup. I need to regroup with me. I was super upset, and not for a very good reason, if you ask me. I don't know why I was so upset, but I just was. So I asked my grandma if I could use her bathroom to take a bath. She said that it was fine to do that, and so I went upstairs, only to find a huge room that I had to cross to get to the bathroom. And the room was full of people. I was just sick of being around people.
Just get me out of here, okay? Please.
So I locked myself in the bathroom, and while crossing the room, tons of people were just staring at me. I looked at the tub, and I saw that it looked very nasty, so I started to clean it, and then I woke up.
Mindy, you would do that if you were
That's how I dream, Abby. I'm like,
stuck somewhere.
So
you're like, well, I might as well clean the tub. I can't get out of here.
I can't take a bath because everyone's looking at me, so I'm just going to have to clean it. And I just want to be alone, which, by the way, I get sometimes. I'm one of those people that I realize I've had enough people time.
Yeah.
I just want to be alone.
We're all that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Extroverts or even people who like people, we all need alone time. We all need our alone space.
Abby just puts a little bit extra in here, which we always love. She says, other info. I have so many dreams where I'm trying to take a shower or a bath, and many times people are invading my privacy. Or I just can't have privacy, even though I desperately want it. And I'm a bit confused as to why these symbols come up in my dreams so often. Because in my waking life, I don't really feel like my space is being invaded, but who knows? Maybe I don't have as much privacy or space as my subconscious needs.
That could be
Also,
true.
What's always with needing to take a shower or a bath in my dreams?
I'll take a bath any day of the week.
Oh.
I think it's relaxing. And as Mindy could agree, her shower is her relaxing. I take a bath to relax. She takes a shower to relax. I think just the cleansing, the
It's just like
warmth,
self-care.
the comfort. It's self-care. Yeah. Like
taking a step back.
Yes. I
Slowing
think
down.
That's fine. Take a shower. Take a bath. We're not saying
Do it in
you're
real
dirty or
life and do it in your
stanky.
dreams.
It's about relaxation.
And clean out the tub before you get in.
Yeah,
Definitely
have Mindy come over and clean your tub.
I'll bring my Clorox.
Just
Got
in
it.
case.
Got
She's
it.
got a whole thing she keeps in her car, just in
Yeah,
case.
all good. Just in case.
A whole kit. Greg from Anchorage, Hala, Alaska.
Greg.
And he said, just for a little background, he had a dream, and he wasn't sure if it was a dream or not when he woke up, so he texted his buddy, and he says, "Hey, bro, do you still have that owl for sale?" And his friend says, "Owl? What owl?" And he says, "Oh, I guess it was a dream, LOL." And his friend says, "Okay."
It's almost as good as a soliloquy.
That is the epitome of my dream life right now.
You're like, what is real, what's not?
Well, no, like text messages.
Oh.
For the last 2 to 3 months, my dreams have mostly been that I remember. I feel like I've been texting someone, and then I wake up in the morning and I look and I'm like, oh shit, that didn't happen, but it feels so real when I'm dreaming.
like, maybe
I
it
think
should
I'm having
have.
these conversations, so
Huh.
I get what that text message feeling is like, but
maybe you do text and then maybe you delete them also.
I'd be like, oh, I gotta get rid of this evidence.
Do you have a shovel and some duct tape?
And some bleach.
I have the bleach. I have the Clorox. I told Laura.
Mindy's got the Clorox. She's more than happy to
And a
lend her
sponge.
bleach.
And some gloves. Don't worry. I got
Oh,
you.
glove.
Gotcha.
Oh, Mindy, we're a good
You
team.
need the gloves. Girlie, you don't even know. Turn off your phone right now. All right. All right. I have one more to wrap up tonight. And this is Maya from Louisville, Kentucky. Maya says, a few months ago was the first time I had one of these dreams, but it has been happening to me several times since. While dreaming, I wake up. Our fake wake.
Okay.
And in the four corners of my room, there is each a tall man in a suit with a vest and a top hat.
I don't like it.
They're all staring at me. Abe? Abe, is that you? Abe, go back. Go. You go back to the Civil War. You go do your thing. Like the top hats. Ooh, yeah, that seems like a haunt.
Yeah.
Maya's got an Abraham Lincoln in each corner of her room. No expression on their face. Still as can be, with hollowed out faces and eyes. Mm-mm. You know, that gaunt Abe look.
Mm-mm.
The closest I can get to describing them is they looked like they were from the early 1800s in a way. I turn to my side and become frozen. All I can see are boots walking towards me. I can't get up. So all I can see are just their feet. The most noticeable part of the dream is the boots. They're always soaking wet, dripping, and leaving muddy, watery prints on the ground. And then I wake up.
What does that mean that they're always soaking wet?
What? Do you live at, well, where she's at? Louisville. It's not like you're living in an old port town either. I can understand if you were in Boston and it's like some old, timey 1800s shipman
where you would see
haunting your
stuff
house.
like that, but this isn't that. This isn't that.
It's haunting. I don't like it. I don't want to be surrounded by 18th century men. I don't really want to be surrounded by any
18th century men. I mean, I don't mind being surrounded by men sometimes. Like if we're at like Thunder Down Under or something like that. But none of my dreams with creepy, tall, skinny men in the corners. No. Mm-mm.
With wet feet. I mean, that's going to cause gangrene.
Keep your wounds clean, please, soldiers. Please.
Scurvy and all of that. It's just dangerous. It's just a dangerous time to live in.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, Maya.
Thank you, Maya. And thank you, not only to Maya, but all of our other catnaps. They were fun tonight. And Lena. Oh, Lena, thank you for sharing your daughter's dream. That was quite an emotional experience. So thank you for being brave enough to share that with us. We appreciate it.
Stretch. And now we've reached the topic section of section of our show. Is it sexy? Are we talking about sexy today, Brooke?
No.
Oh, bummer.
So tonight I wanted to touch on urban legends. And I know we've kind of talked about some in the past, but they're based off basically nightmares people have had or real experiences people have had and have just been
hauntly things.
Just get blown out of proportion, or maybe they're true. So first I wanted to start with ancient legends about dreams. And I know, Mindy, you have covered some of these, so I'm not going to go into all of them too in depth, but then I want to give...
It's been a few episodes since then, so we can use a refresher class.
We'll just use a refresher, yes.
It's like the beginning of the semester. You got to relearn what you learned last year.
There will be a quiz at the end, so take notes. No, but basically we all know that dreams have been around for centuries, as early as 5000 BC, so anything related to dreams has been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries. And different cultures.
Since the dawn of time.
Since the dawn of time. The first one I wanted to mention, and I don't think you've talked about this one, Mindy, so I thought I would just briefly talk about Baku.
Oh, no. Baku. Okay.
In Japanese legend, a Baku is a dream eater. A spirit animal.
He's a dream eater. Dream eater.
Dream eater. A spirit animal that visits homes in the middle of the night and devours the nightmares of people who are sleeping. It's usually described as a sort of pig-shaped with a long snout.
Wait. What? A what shape?
Pig. Pig-shaped.
Oh, I said a pig. Oh, okay.
Mindy, he devours nightmares. Don't judge his appearance.
I'm not shaming.
Okay. He looks like a pig, okay? But in the realm of dream spirits, the Baku is a benevolent spirit who protects people from the terrors of bad dreams.
I need a dream catcher and a Baku.
And a Baku, exactly. So the story of the Baku actually began in China, but was taken to Japan in the 14th century. So from there, the description of the beast changed over time. And
so he wasn't a pig anymore? He was like more like a cow?
He'd become a chimera. So it had the legs of a tiger, the head of an elephant, and the piercing eyes of a rhinoceros.
I'm not sure that's any better.
Isn't that what you think of when you think of a rhinoceros? What's the biggest characteristic of a rhinoceros? His piercing eyes.
Not the horn.
Its name changed to Mo, and the belief arose that in order for it to protect you, you had to draw a sketch of the beast before you fell asleep. So my challenge to you, Mindy, is draw a picture of the Baku tonight. I would love to see your interpretation.
Okay. After it's morphed from a pig to the eye-piercing rhino tiger man thing.
Now, Morpheus.
Okay.
Mara.
Mara.
And I don't think we've talked about her, but she's in Germanic folklore. Mara is an evil spirit that sits on your chest while you sleep, constricting your air supply and turning your dreams into nightmares. Bitch.
Reminds us a little bit of Mare. Remember we talked about the lore of Mare? I think it's like, because remember there was like multiple different cultures who had their own.
I bet like the Germanic one? I bet this is the same. Mara is the same as the Mare. So it does say, although the specific name and description changes with each language, so that makes more sense. Croatians believe that the Mara takes the form of a beautiful woman at night. She visits men in their sleep to torture them and slowly suck away their force over the course of a decade.
Oh, that's very specific.
In other cultures, a Mara is a thick-skinned goblin.
I'd rather be a beautiful woman if I got to choose.
I'm glad it's thick-skinned. You know, those thin-skinned goblins, they don't hold up. They don't hold up. Again, I just want to briefly go through this because this was a long time ago that I think Mindy and I talked about dream catchers like a long
that was like year one.
Yes, it was a long time ago. So I thought I would go over this one a little bit. So it's the Ojibwe. This one is the Lake
That could be wrong.
Superior in the northern states.
Okay.
So according to their own legend, their people began on this mythical turtle island, which you'll hear a lot in Native American culture. Always, can I
tied
go
to
to
the
Turtle
animals.
Island? I want to go to Turtle Island.
That'd be nice.
There, the spider woman watched over the Ojibwe. Every morning, she builds a lodge that captures the sun and brings it to her children. Since she's a spider, the lodge is a spider web, and the morning dew reflects the morning sunlight, capturing it.
Beautiful.
So as the Ojibwe people spread, the spider woman was no longer able to watch over every individual, so she allowed the people to build their own lodges, dream catchers, through which she would protect them from nightmares. So as we all know, according to the legend, if you hang a dream catcher over your bed at night, the good dreams will filter through the holes, but the nightmares will get stuck before they reach your head.
And if you are going to purchase a dream catcher, make sure to purchase it from an indigenous person, craftsman
Please.
or craftswoman, because there are so many ones out there that are just made for souvenir shops.
Manufactured, they're just...
But to actually order one from an indigenous tribe is something I think is really special.
It's super special, and
it probably works better.
I recommend
Just
it
saying.
for everyone. Okay, sleep paralysis. We all know this strange phenomenon occurs when you wake up suddenly and are completely unable to move or speak. But for some reason, most people who experience it also have a feeling of being watched.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually terrifying. Usually, I would say it's 100% of the time
100%.
terrifying.
And it's not like
But
you wake
that's
up,
just-
you
that's
fake
just
wake,
me.
and then you're like, can't move. This is awesome.
Oh, sweet. I was hoping I'd have some sleep paralysis today. I had it marked in my calendar.
Just so relaxing.
People describe demons, aliens, and spirits in the dark with them. Even though it's really just a trick of the mind, the idea of a stranger watching you in the middle of the night, is definitely unsettling.
Yeah, especially if it's a real person.
It makes
more.
sense that nearly every culture has had their own personification for sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
The Mara, which we talked about earlier, were created to explain this phenomenon. But in Kashmir, it's caused when I should have looked up the pronunciation of this.
Give it your best shot.
Pasakdar, an invisible demon, attacks you in the night. In Turkey, a jinn sits on the sleeper's arm, covers their mouth, and strangles them. The Pakistani legend is that Shaitan, Satan himself, has possessed the sleeper. So
Yeah,
different
that one
cultures, different
seems-
interpretations. Mm-hmm. I've just got a couple more here. Brownies. Ow!
Yum.
Were you
Love.
a
Okay,
brownie?
now wait. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was thinking of caramel brownies, actually.
I was.
and then I
was
thought
thinking
about
about
like
food.
the little girl
Okay,
brownie.
let's go with the Girl Scout brownies.
Okay, were you a brownie, Mindy?
I was in Girl Scouts. I don't remember what age, but our meetings were like Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. And I like my sleep too much. So after doing it for like a semester or a year, I told my mom, I'm like,
So you were
over
probably
this.
a brownie, not a Girl Scout.
Yeah, I was probably, I think so. Pretty young. What about you? Were you in Girl Scouts?
I was a brownie and in Girl Scouts.
Were your meetings at 8 a.m.?
No, but I did
Oh, that's
sell the
good.
most cookies, and I got a badge, and it was awesome.
I would love to see it.
Oh my God! I'll ask my mom. She'll probably whip it out in
She'll
like
probably
10
whip
minutes.
out your
She
whole
probably knows
stash.
exactly where it is.
Now that we talked about those brownies, let's talk about the other brownies. Are you
Yes.
an inside brownie pan or an outside brownie pan?
Inside with lots of caramel. What are you?
Outside.
You're an outside? You're like a
Yeah.
toasty crispy?
I like the crispy. But I don't need a corner, a side. Because
Okay,
I want
but do you
I
want
one
caramel in
side.
it or not is my
Oh,
main...
yeah. Caramel's fine.
Okay, caramel's fine.
okay.
Caramel's needed, in my opinion. I'm not eating a brownie unless there's some caramel in it.
I don't think you deny a brownie without caramel in it, though.
I have, actually.
Oh, really?
Because I have more of a a salty, savory tooth than a sweet tooth. But caramel brownies, anything caramel will get me every time. So
send your homemade brownies to P.O. Box.
With no poison, please.
No.
Sans the poison, send your caramel brownies.
And not the hallucinogenic drugs, because that would cause some pretty crazy dreams.
I would like some crazy dreams, but that's okay. Let's keep going.
Keep going. Brownie.
Okay, so brownies. In the Scottish lowlands, there's a legend about tiny men called brownies who come into your home at night and do chores for you while you sleep. How is this bad? Where are the brownies in Dubuque, Iowa? I need some of these brownies.
I need a whole team of brownies.
They're similar to hobs, which traditionally live on farmland, and as long as they're appeased, will help you around the farm. But God help you if you offend a hob, because their capacity for good is only outmatched by their mischievous appetite for destruction. They'll knock over pitchforks, spook the sheep.
Oh, no, not the pitchforks.
Not the pitchforks! Don't knock those. We spent all day lining those up. If you really upset them, they'll steal pies from your windowsill.
Not the brownies.
Not the brownies, but pies.
Brownies stealing brownies.
The brownies, on the other hand, are usually good-natured. They don't like to be seen by humans, so they'll wait until you're fast asleep and dreaming before coming inside.
Okay.
They'll even work harder if you leave them some food. And you know what? Sure. If all I have to give them this is what they like, porridge and milk. I'll give these brownies some porridge and milk and be like, start on the first floor and then we'll work upstairs, start cleaning.
That is a good deal.
We'll get into laundry later.
Cheap labor. How many brownies does it take to fold a towel? I don't know, but maybe we can find out. We just got to move to Scotland.
The Great Spirit. Have you heard of this one?
Sounds familiar.
Okay, let me see if I can pronounce this. Abulanaki.
Yes.
Abulanaki are a Native American tribe who lived around the New England area of the United States, with villages that reached up into southern Quebec. Their greatest dream legend is also their creation story. I always love a creation story. I think it's so fascinating for cultures.
I do love it.
According to the myth, the Great Spirit initially lived in a void, a world with neither form nor function.
Okay.
So he summoned the great turtle. Again, the turtles.
Turtles.
The turtles must be very big part of
Island.
Native American culture, and I'm all about it. So he summoned the great turtle to form the lands of the world. And he piled clay onto the turtle's shell to create mountains. But then he came to a moment of indecision. What kinds of creatures would live on this world? As he thought about it, he drifted off to sleep and began to dream. In his dream, he saw all the animals and people that fill the world today and thought he was having a nightmare. Yeah, agreed, dude. Agreed.
There's 2 giraffes, especially when he gets to the spiders and the snakes. Definitely.
It does get to be kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
But when the Great Spirit woke up, he discovered that his dreaming had created all of the animals of the earth.
Beautiful. Oh, I love this story.
And the more he looked at it, the more he saw how everything in nature worked together towards a beautiful purpose.
That's the most beautiful dream I've ever heard.
Yeah, go ahead with yourself. Okay, just have 2 more here.
Okay.
The Nua is a chimera from Japanese folklore that serves as the harbinger of sickness and bad luck.
Don't like that guy.
It has the paws of a tiger, the face of a monkey, and the body of a tanuki, tanuki. I don't know what that is. But its tail is a long, venomous serpent. I'm out.
Okay. Why do we have to merge? Why do we have to make animals out of other animals? It's not necessary. A snake's terrifying enough. A tiger's
and it's venomous. Enough. It even says it's venomous.
Yeah.
So in one story, a Nua took the form of a black cloud and visited the Emperor of Japan, The emperor soon became ill, besieged with nightmares every time he closed his eyes.
Oh.
The emperor grew sicker and sicker.
Fever dreams. It was just an infection, honestly. It's probably all
until a samurai fired an arrow into the black cloud and killed the Nua.
Thank God.
Thank God for your samurai.
Just need yourself a samurai. That's dream catcher, samurai. What else do I need?
Nothing. I think you're good. That was just a few of our historical urban legends. I'm going to do a part 2 coming up.
Yes, please.
And it will be more modern urban legends that come from either real life or maybe someone's dreams or nightmares that just got spread like wildfire and turned into an urban legend. So we'll go over this more in a future episode.
Love it. Wonderful job. Always, always interesting. And you gotta watch out for those like multi-animal animals. Very scary.
If there's a multi-animal animal, just know something's not right. If you see
you might have some bad dreams tonight.
Something wrong is happening. It's a big warning sign, like woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo.
No multi-animal animals.
Although I would love to see every combination of animal in the world there is, but it's not a good
puppy,
sign.
bunny.
I would take a kitty, puppy, bunny. That sounds adorable.
I'll take 3. One's named Kitty, one's named Puppy, and one's named Bunny. Make it easy.
It just makes it easier to remember.
Chit-chat.
Pod news.
Wait.
Pod.
I don't have any. I have well,
no pod news? Okay, chit-chat then.
I mean,
because I've been wanting to get to this anyway. Let's just go to chit-chat. I've been dying. Can we go?
I have no pod news, so Brooke's very excited to talk to me. Because we don't...
I don't know. I'm clearing a space around me for some reason.
Clearing a space for all this chit-chat. Because we don't chat, as you know, bestie. We don't chat
until
anything
we record.
Interesting until we record.
But Mindy just got back from vacation.
Okay, yes.
I just got back from
vacation. I know. Okay, where do I begin? I'll start with, so we did our live show, which was fun. Last week's episode was pre-recorded, so this is kind of the first time we talked since I got back and since our live show in real time. That was amazing. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to Bob After Dark again and the Quite Unusual podcast. Awesome people. So we get home from our show. Everyone's going out for drinks afterwards, and we're like, we can't. I told Bob.
And why is that, Mindy? Why couldn't we go out?
Because we had to leave from our flight at 2:30, like in 4 hours. I look at this guy, and I'm still packing to help my husband too. So I look at Bob. I say, Bob, I'd love to go out, but our flight leaves in like 5 hours, or like we gotta be up in 5 hours. So not gonna happen this time, but we'll catch you on the flip flop. So we get home. Finish up the packing, the end of the packing list. We get about, I don't know, maybe I got 3 hours of sleep, 2. I don't even know.
Did you?
It wasn't much. I don't even know. I think I woke you up and I was like, because you were going to set your alarm. I don't know if you did. I'm like, Brooke, you have to take us to the airport now.
I think I did set my alarm, but maybe like it was probably going to go off in like 3 minutes or something.
Right. But thank you for taking us to the airport so
are you
goddamn
kidding me?
early.
You've taken me so many times or picked me up or both. So
yes,
I've still got a lot to owe you for. So
okay,
thank you.
I'll make sure I'll just check off one off my list, and there's still a couple I can use.
Check off one, you get 10.
Always. Okay. Always for my bestie. No, but the whole thing was amazing. We went, we were in the Dominican Republic. We were in the U of R Alto region we got there Sunday. We got back Saturday. Well, I mean, technically Sunday by the time we got back, because it was very late when we got back. It was amazing.
What about the gyp you experienced at the airport on Sundays? Because what happens on Sundays, they don't serve alcohol until a certain time.
I forgot that. So, okay. Oh, you're right, because I did text you this. So our flight leaves at 5:30, so we really hadn't had a drink. I mean, if you count the night before, sure, it still counts. But
we were still a little tipsy.
We're still... we got to the airport. None of the bars open at O'Hare yet. So we get on the airplane. We get to Charlotte, and we're like, cool. We have about an hour and a half to get on our connecting flight to Punta Cana. We're in the South, and they don't serve alcohol. until after like noon or something like that. Some
Sundays.
stupid, crazy rule only on Sundays. And so we got screwed once again. All we want. Mark's not a great flyer, and I enjoy having a cocktail or two before hitting an airplane. So we get on the airplane. We finally get up to cruising altitude. The beverage cart comes around. We make friends with the flight attendant, and we tell her, like, we were so bummed we couldn't get a drink at the terminal. And she goes, what? And we explained to her this rule. She's like, I had never heard this.
Well, then give us some.
So we ordered like 2 mini vodkas, and I got like a tomato juice, and Mark got some orange juice or something.
Yeah, so you're going to have a Bloody Mary and a screwdriver. Yes!
Yeah. She hands us 4 bottles, and she goes, don't worry, no charge.
Shut up. Oh,
thank you.
You had the best flight attendant.
I know.
Oh,
She's like, that's such a stupid rule. No charge.
You should write a comment, please. I mean, so many people write complaints into companies, but you should write a compliment.
I wish I would have got her name. I wish I did. I wish I got her name. American
You could
Airlines.
say what flight, what time it was.
True. I could do that. Yeah, good call. Super friendly. We get down there, resort, all inclusive and gorgeous. It was relaxing. We did an excursion.
Wait, tell me about your room.
The room was like a beachfront room. It was like 2-story. We had like a little plunge pool. We had like a little
plunge
hot tub. So we had a rooftop.
You had a hot
like
tub in addition to a plunge pool?
Yeah, so there was like a plunge pool, and there was like a balcony glass front. Well, it had space if you wanted.
Front?
Yeah. Hot tub. Okay. So like there was one day where it rained, and I just sat in my hot tub, my private hot tub, just looking at the ocean in the rain.
I'm dying. This is
fine.
Perfect.
I did yoga. I got to work out my workouts, and I did yoga on my rooftop in my swimsuit. It was awesome. And after I was done, I jumped in my little pool.
Your plunge pool?
My plunge pool.
Nice.
The weather was beautiful most time. I mean, just like one morning of rain, couple showers here and there, just like the Caribbean is.
That's to be expected.
Very windy. It was very windy there. It's their winter. But I mean, no complaints. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about when you're in a beautiful island.
When you're in the
paradise.
Caribbean? Yeah.
Right. We did do an excursion one day where we went snorkeling, which I know, Brooke, you've been excited to hear about this part.
I have been. What did you see? What did you see?
Lots of fish. I don't know. Okay. We went to this like coral like reef area, and like we got like the tour guides. His name was Don Julio.
I love it.
He was fun. He took pictures of everyone. He gave you some food. And he took lots of pictures, like underwater cameras.
That's sweet.
So I'll send you those.
So you don't have to worry about like taking.
Well, we had our GoPro because we like making our own like vacation videos. So yeah, lots of snorkeling. So there's lots of fish, and then we went to an island, like a private island, where we had Coco Locos, which are there was a guy there with a huge machete cutting off the tops of coconuts, and then they had rum and they had sugar.
Yes.
Yep. So we had a couple Coco Locos. I mean, just all around good time. And then it was, just sad when it's over. We made some friends. We played pickleball. We made some friends.
Have you ever played pickleball before?
No, we played tennis and racquetball. So pickleball was something new.
How was it? That's
it was
the
fun.
Jam, man. These days,
I know. And our friends we met at the bar the next morning. We made a date to play pickleball with them. But then it was raining, so we didn't get to see our new friends again. But
bummer.
Darn, I know. But George and Jen from Philly, nice meeting you.
Holla! I'd only make friends with people who didn't want to play pickleball.
I know, you're the complete opposite. We're like, we're going to be up at 10. You want to play pickleball? We're
like, yeah. No, but you want to go lay on the beach or maybe the swim-up bar? I'm your best friend.
Yes, swim-up bar was great. I wish I knew more Spanish. If I were going to do it again, I would have learned more Spanish. But amazing bartenders. Our favorite bartender, his name was Eloy. Hilarious. We loved him. He made the best coconut martinis.
Eloy.
I will say, I did take I did the Google Translate thing, so I would learn how to say things in Spanish. That's the best
app there is, honestly.
And I'd be like, I said, Eloy, you are my favorite bartender. And he just smiled.
No, seriously. It's the best thing for international traveling.
Oh, yeah.
That has happened in so many years. Yes, because you go somewhere.
Google Translate. Amazing.
Oh, it's just such an amazing app.
Yeah, it does help. It does help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
After 6 days there, it's one of those things like you're ready to get back. We're ready to see the kids. We miss them.
I mean, I don't have kids, so I'd be like, fuck it, let's add a couple more days.
We've done that on vacations before, but this time we're like, okay, we should go see
we're
kids.
adults. We have kids. We really do need to get back.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. No, I'm just kidding. You had an amazing time.
We did. I will say we saw a lot of Karens on our flight back. So that was interesting. We had flown from Punta Cana. We got to Charlotte, but our flight was delayed out of Punta Cana. So, and then getting into, like, we landed, but like there was a backup in Charlotte getting into like the terminal.
Sure.
Everyone had a connecting flight. Like, so, and then you have to go through immigration and then like back into the U.S., right? So then you have to go through
the first
customs.
place
you have
you
to
land
go
in the U.S., you have to go through all of that.
and then you had to get your bags checked again. And there's just Karens being Karens and yelling at TSA. I'm like, there's nothing we can do. Like, why are you being so rude to people?
Karens
like, it just
bother
breaks
me
my heart. Oh my
for
God.
so many reasons, but like, this is the way things have to happen, and they just want it to all be about them.
We're all in the same boat, lady. We're all making the same
boat,
flight.
lady, and this is how it has to happen. It's not catered to your experience or your comfort level, but this is how traveling happens. You have to go through
You're
security.
gonna get delayed.
You're gonna get delayed. This is just part of the process. But
And if your flight leaves without you, what are you gonna do? You're yelling at this poor guy working in TSA. I hate when people are rude to other people. So, and then cutting us in line, like, we're all in this together, as the High School Musical would say. And, you know, it's like you have to go with the flow a bit.
You do.
You have to go with the flow. But not for Karen. I didn't have to go with the flow for Karen. Like, Karen, you are like 10 years older than me. And
like, get it together, Karen. Like, maybe Karen should watch or listen to this podcast, because like I
Karen
feel like
would be
Karens
so offended by our
no
swearing.
clue what reality really is.
So
Sorry.
we ended up Brooke's on Karen Ranch. Oh no.
I'm
Don't even get her started. So we landed in Chicago about 12:30 a.m. Technically Sunday morning. We were gonna get an Uber home, and like they moved where like the Uber pickup was, and it just was. We were in Terminal 3, and then we had to move to Terminal 2, but then you had to take it was chaotic, and then we got home at probably like 1:30.
Mindy, you should have called me.
So much.
I would have
Oh
come
yeah,
and picked
we'd
you
wait
up.
3 hours.
No,
back.
not after the fact, but like ahead of the fact, you could have been like,
Oh,
can
no.
you also pick me up?
Yeah, stay
And
here.
I'd
Stay
be
in my
like,
house for 5 days.
I felt really bad that had to happen, but
No, it was easier than parking the car. And so we got home super late, and we're still adjusting back to not eating
What
and
is it,
drinking
an hour difference?
nonstop. Actually, that was funny because we were so confused. It's a 2-hour difference.
oh, 2 hour. I thought it was
Yeah.
East Coast.
So did we, and we landed, and we were so confused about what time it was and how long the flight was. And the lady next to us on the flight down there was also confused. And we landed like, wait, it's
I really thought it was East Coast time.
and as much planning as a planner I am, missed that fact. I don't know. We're still like coming down. We're regulating our systems, our bodily systems again from all the food and the alcohol. We're downloading all of our photos. I'll put some on our Sleepover Squad and in our blog. We took a lot of videos, some fun snorkeling videos. So, Bestie, if you want to see it, hit me
I
up.
can't wait to see the snorkeling videos. Was
I
it
know.
crystal
That was
clear?
cool. Oh, it was. I have never seen such blue water. It was beautiful.
I'm loving it. We'll figure it out. Mindy, do you want to go to Italy?
I'm ready to go anywhere. My bag's still packed. No, it's not. I actually unpacked it into my laundry.
I know you unpacked it. I'm not falling for that.
Actually, Mark's a much quicker unpacker than mine. I am. He had his unpacked like the next day. It took me a couple days to deal with the fact I was back.
In all
regular
honesty,
life.
Mindy and I have never traveled together, so I
Yep.
think it would be very
we have to.
interesting.
Let's start small, Brooke. Let's go to Madison, Wisconsin.
No, can we make it a little bit, a little bigger than
Savannah.
Mass?
Austin.
Can we do Nashville?
Nashville. Let's drive.
Okay, but I do want to go to Nashville or Lake Tahoe. Mindy, Lake Tahoe.
That'd be fun too.
Would you be interested
Anywhere.
next summer?
That'd be fun too.
Or maybe later this summer, because it's
sometime.
It's domestic, and I've heard it's gorgeous.
Yeah. All the travel plans. But now, I guess, just back in regular life and gotta get back to work and editing the podcast and booking brides but yeah.
I know, Mindy, I know. How about you tell a friend?
Oh, yes, absolutely, bestie. We need you to do us one favor. You might be a little angry at me right now for taking vacation, but you can still do us one little favor. No, I deserve it. I looked at my husband and said, we deserve it. You do.
Everyone deserve it. Don't apologize.
Bestie, do us one favor, and that's tell your best friend about the podcast. You can tell your favorite travel buddy. Tell that flight attendant that hands you 4 little shots of vodka for no charge.
God
Definitely
bless
tell
her.
God bless her name, her soul, her name, and her life forever. Or you can tell your favorite menthol patchouli smelling grandmother about the show. Just you might want to warn her. We do swear a little bit in case she's not into that. Just let her know.
Yes. Adult content only.
Bestie, that's how we grow. That's how we keep coming back for the last 2.5 years. Let's hit number 3 by telling just one friend. We love you, and thank you.
Hey, bestie, guess what? I'm guessing you don't have an owl for sale.
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Well, good. Until next week.
well, good. Well, good. I'm glad because I don't want to buy an owl anyways.
Do you have an owl, Mindy?
No owls here, but I will tell you. And until next week.
Sweet dreams, bitches.
Can you imagine that for sale ad? One owl. Tawny likes to